Welcome to my complete dopamine detox guide. Today, we're just going to be talking about what a dopamine detox is, why we want to do it, and some practical steps on how we can create this lifestyle, because this isn't the 24-hour bullshit that you see online. If you've seen a video that says you can change anything in 24 hours in your life long term, it's bullshit. It's fake. It's made for views. It's clickbait. I've tried those 24-hour dopamine detoxes, and then what do you think I did the next day? The same shit I was always doing, scrolling on my phone, Netflix, video games. By the way, shout out to my boy Ben for the inspiration for this video. First off, what is a dopamine detox? Like I said, it's not the 24-hour bullshit. This is a fucking lifestyle. This is doing things that reduce our instant gratification, that instant pleasure that we get. And instead we do things that delay our gratification, things that are difficult but push us towards our goals. Let me ask you a question. How do you feel right now? Maybe you said, I don't feel the most confident in myself. I don't feel the best in myself. I don't feel right. I feel like I'm unfulfilled. I feel like I'm missing something. Well, what would make you feel better? Maybe you said, shit, I just need to play some video games. I just need to watch my favorite show. I just need to scroll online for a little bit and I'll feel much better. And probably, yeah, that is true. But is that going to help you long term? No, those things only hurt us long term. Yeah, they help us temporarily. They relieve that anxiety temporarily. But long term, going online, going on social media, you compare yourself to others, which makes you feel like shit. You waste your time. You drain your dopamine levels so you're not motivated to do anything else throughout the day. And a lot of people make the excuse that my mental health is just automatically horrible. My mental health is all genetic. It's just shit. I can't do anything to help it. But why is every single person like this? Why does everyone have shitty mental health nowadays? Well, honestly, I think it's because we do things that give us instant gratification, and especially going on our phone and social media. Because not only are we comparing ourselves to everyone's best self where they're going on vacation, flexing their shit, spending money, edited photos. They take 1,000 photos and only choose 2. Do these people look like that in real life? No. So why are we looking at these people? Why do we have everyone's life, everyone's highlight reel of their life? Because that's what social media is. It's a highlight reel of your life. We're addicted to that. The dopamine from these apps, we're addicted to comparing ourselves to other people. We're addicted to getting that stimulation, but also we're addicted to comparing ourselves to others, to feeling like we're missing out, to feeling like we're not good enough. And let me just ask you something. What do you think would happen if you actually put in the work for your mental health? If you started using affirmations, meditation, reprogramming your subconscious mind, visualization, you guys get the idea, showing gratitude, staying off of social media especially, what do you think would happen to your mental health then? I feel like if you have the essentials to survive in life, you really have no reason to be unhappy. Like, if you're watching this on a phone, if you can understand what I'm saying, you speak English, you have the intelligence to not scroll off this video at this point, honestly. Like, if you have the attention span to do that, if you have a phone in front of your face, you have the essentials to survive. So why are you unhappy? I know it's a lot easier said than done to be happy, especially when constantly we want more. We're kind of just programmed to always want more, to be materialistic, and we think that material items will make us happy. But in reality, if you have the essentials to survive, you should be happy. And honestly, you may be taking everything that I just said as an insult. You may be thinking like, this guy has no idea. Everything in my, like, these chemicals are released in my brain making me feel like shit. There's nothing I can do about that. It's my brain that's wrong. It's my genetics. If you are blaming it on a chemical, you can change the chemicals in your brain. Meditation changes the chemicals in your brain. exercising changes the chemicals in your brain, reading, showing gratitude. But so does instant gratification. Instant gratification gives you that pleasure today, that instant hit of dopamine, that instant feel good chemical in your brain. But it sacrifices your happiness tomorrow. And then suddenly it is tomorrow, and then you're like, fuck, I'm unhappy. I shouldn't have eaten that cheeseburger. I really wanted that six-pack. Or fuck, I should have studied for that test. I really wanted an A. Or shit, I should have meditated so I wouldn't be so fucking stressed out today. If we constantly are in this cycle of doing things that give us instant gratification, then it's so hard to break out of that cycle. Like, is the first thing you do, if the first thing that you do is go on your phone in the morning, the rest of the day you're going to want to get more and more dopamine. I've been there too. Like, today, the first thing I did was check my phone, and I honestly realized that I didn't follow my daily routine as much. And I feel like when I don't follow my daily routine, I just kind of fall back into the fucking normal way of life, just eating junk food all day, scrolling on your phone, Netflix, video games, like those shits. That just feels like what I want to be doing rather than what I know I need to be doing. And when I don't get that first hit of dopamine in the day, when I just start my day off with some meditation, some affirmations, some gratitude, some reading, the rest of my day just automatically flows into exactly what I want to be doing. This is going to be a long ass video, by the way, and if you've watched this far, you're clearly on the same page as me, so leave a comment below or something, or honestly, fucking click the link in the bio, free coaching. I'd like to have a discussion with you, I'm going to be honest. You seem like the type of person that I would like to discuss life with, because we're clearly on the same wavelength. A lot of people think that instant gratification makes us happy, and like I said before, yeah, it does temporarily. You get that instant pleasure, that instant hit of dopamine, so it releases your anxiety temporarily. But the things that truly make us happy in life are things that delay our gratification. But what happens when we do the exact opposite? We push that self-love further away. We push that true happiness further away, because when we sacrifice what we truly want in life, we sacrifice our true self, we sacrifice our future self and the potential that we have. How are you going to feel in your skin? You're going to feel unconfident because you didn't do exactly what you said you'd do. You didn't do what you wanted to do today. You aren't going to have that self-love for yourself, because clearly you don't love yourself if you're not doing things for your future self. And honestly, that's one of the best ways to love yourself more, is to do things for your future self. What do you think would happen if you stopped looking at habits day by day, but looked at them long term? So you looked at maybe you go to the gym every day. What's going to happen long term? Maybe you eat junk food every day. What's going to happen long term? Like, there's like either you, like, let's say you eat ice cream every single day, or the opposite, you eat fruit every fucking day. You're going to see the results long term, and maybe short term you don't notice a difference. Maybe short term, yeah, that ice cream was good as fuck and I don't really notice a difference in my body. But bro, eat that ice cream every day for honestly just a week and you'll notice a difference in your body. Same goes for social media. When you're comparing yourself to others every single day, you'll notice that your mindset slowly gets shittier and shittier. You feel worse and worse about yourself. You feel like you want more and more. You feel more materialistic, and you just feel unmotivated to do anything else because your dopamine stores are just constantly depleted. And even if you know the dangers of social media and you know that these things are harming you, that isn't going to change shit, because even subconsciously, like, we are social creatures. We constantly compare ourselves to other people. And back in the day, when there was no such thing as the internet, social media, all we had was the people around us. And if you're watching this video, and if you've watched this video this far, I can guarantee you're miles ahead of anyone you know in real life. Like, every single person I know, like 99.99% of people I know in real life, would have clicked off this video 30 seconds after it started, because we have the attention of goldfish nowadays. So if you are comparing yourself to people online, like, I'm not saying this to say that you're better than everyone else, but you fucking are. So stop comparing yourself to other people and stop putting yourself down and thinking that you're worse. Even if consciously you aren't doing this, subconsciously you are. And the only way to stop is to get off of these fucking apps. So a dopamine detox is delaying our gratification, doing the hard work, the things that you don't necessarily want to do, but it will benefit your future self. But what does hard work do? How do you feel when you're working hard? Maybe you feel anxious at first. I know that when I'm doing anything hard, anxiety comes up right away. And then what do I want? What do I instinctively do? I grab my phone. I go eat some junk food. I instead turn on Netflix. Like, scientists and engineers, these fucking nerds, they know this. They know that they can control our mind by overstimulating us, getting that instant hit of dopamine, because doing hard work, yeah, it sucks in the moment, but then at the end we get that hit of dopamine. We get an insane hit of dopamine. Like, I just finished a coaching call with my boy Daniel. Shout out to Daniel. Link in the description if you want to sign up for free coaching. But like, I just felt so good after that coaching call, and I just felt so fucking amazing. And like, hard work gives you that dopamine. Like, when you get done with the gym, how good do you feel? When you get done with your homework, how good do you feel? But if we don't put in the work and we don't get over that anxiety, that initial anxiety, then we're going to give into those fucking scientists and engineers and those companies that have spent billions of dollars trying to manipulate us and trying to get us to buy their products, to watch their new TV show, to scroll on their app, whatever the fuck it may be. They know that these things give us dopamine too, and they know that it's so much easier to get the dopamine by doing their shit because they've spent so much time and effort trying to manipulate us and trying to get us to get that instant hit of dopamine and take the easy route, because that's really all our body knows. That's how we're motivated, is by dopamine. Dopamine fucking motivates us. And the more you get rid of these things that give us that instant hit of pleasure, that instant gratification, then we'll reprogram our dopamine system and we'll actually be motivated to do the hard work, and we won't get that overwhelming amount of anxiety anymore, and it'll just kind of flow naturally, which is fucking awesome. But it takes a long ass time to get into this lifestyle. Hard work results in long-term happiness. Like, how good do you feel when you get that A after you just studied for fucking hours? Or when you eat healthier and hit the gym, you're going to have more energy. You're going to feel way better. You're going to look way better. You're going to be more confident. Just think of anything that you don't feel like doing, but you know that you should be doing. Meditation, reading, journaling, affirmations, fucking literally anything. Think about the long-term results of that. Don't think about the short term, because we're thinking long-term. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Yeah. These things are hard. Meditation is hard. Gratitude is hard. Affirmations are hard. But long term, we get that boost in mental health, that boost in mental clarity, that positive, overwhelming, fucking enjoyable feeling that we should be feeling at all times during the day, that unfortunately instant gratification has stripped us of. One thing that people don't understand is that these hard things, these difficult things, like meditation especially, people try it once, they think, oh, it didn't work, like, I'm just gonna give up. Like, dude, were you good at video games the first time you fucking played video games? No. You had to fucking put in hours of practice to get to where you want to be. I know you're putting in hours of practice of video games. Why the fuck are you doing that and not putting in hours of practice for the shit that you actually want in life? But seriously, these things are hard at first. There's a skill curve, there's a learning curve, but there's also an enjoyment curve. Once you get into that, once you're able to actually understand meditation, then you can actually enjoy it, and you can do it throughout the day, and you can, like, when you first hit the gym, it fucking sucks, and then a year later you love going to the gym. You do it daily. It's the best part of your fucking day. Basically, stay with these hard things. Be consistent. Start small, because if you don't, you're going to give up on it. You're not going to keep this daily habit. You're not going to be consistent with it. And that enjoyment curve and that skill curve isn't going to come, and it's just going to feel way too fucking hard. If you've watched the video this far, you may have some limiting beliefs that are kind of arguing what I've been saying, because if I watched this video in the past, I would have too. I would argue, no, I need to play video games. My friends do. I love video games. I'm only playing for a little bit a day. I'm only scrolling on my phone for a tiny bit. I'm deleting the apps. I'm barely watching any TV. But are these things actually fun? Do you actually enjoy doing these things? Because I guarantee if you watched yourself playing video games, if you watched yourself watching TV, you watched yourself eating junk food, you'd look like this. You'd like be slouched over. You'd feel like shit. You wouldn't be having fun. Like, we aren't truly living. We're just waiting for that next substance, that next hit of dopamine, that next instant pleasure, that instant gratification activity that we can do. Like, we're not truly fucking living. Finally getting into the steps, the fucking true steps that you can take for your dopamine detox. Bro, if you've watched this far, I actually fucking am in love with you. Let's make out. No, I'm playing. But for real, like, it's unfortunate that the people who need to watch this video the most are too busy scrolling on TikTok. They've already clicked off. They're already fucking pulling up the hub. It's fucking unfortunate, but hey, you're still here, so I deadass love you. But here are the practical steps that you can take for your dopamine detox. First off, have fun. Remove the instant gratification, and you'll notice that the delayed gratification becomes fun. Like I said, you're motivated to do these things because they give you that instant hit of dopamine. But if you remove these things, then yeah, you'd be motivated to do the other things because those give you dopamine too. And one way that I like to kind of have fun with this is I look at myself as a video game character. I look at myself as like, shit, I can level myself up. I can get to that next step in life. And when you truly see the progress, like, obviously it's not as fucking easy as clicking some buttons and seeing a bar fucking load up and you get to the next level like it is in fucking Pokemon. I love Pokemon, but over time, like I said, there's a skill curve, an enjoyment curve. It takes a while, but you will see the progress and you'll notice, like, holy fuck, I can literally level up myself like I'm a video game character. I can level up my human being, and you'll notice how much fucking fun this is, and you'll want to just keep doing this for the rest of your fucking life. And the next thing I want to talk about is getting off of social media. And yeah, that's kind of just a given when you're trying to get rid of any instant gratification, because that's the most instant gratification thing. Like, that's the easiest thing we can do. We have an unlimited supply of dopamine in a rectangle in our fucking pocket. So all we have to do, pull it out, bam, fucking dopamine. But we don't realize that this addiction controls us, and we're controlled in a way that makes us feel like shit because we're comparing ourselves to others, and we're literally addicted to feeling like shit, to comparing ourselves to others and getting that result of feeling like shit. Like, obviously we don't want to feel like shit, but we're addicted to getting on our phone. Obviously we don't want to compare ourselves to others, but that's instinctively and naturally what we do. And then instinctively, naturally, you're gonna feel like shit. So just get off of social media completely. The only times that you should be on this app is if you're watching an actual productive video and actually applying the knowledge that you learned. Don't just watch it and then scroll to the next fucking video and just be like, oh yeah, that'll be good for later in life. No. If you want to fucking know something, look it up, apply that to your life. Any other time, you don't need to be on the internet. Even if your TikTok, YouTube feed is full of information that's actually good, like, my whole TikTok feed is all self-improvement, spirituality, fitness videos. And yeah, some of these videos do help my mindset. They do help me in real life. But humans weren't supposed to be flowed with stimulation, overflowed with information every fucking 3 seconds. These things just waste our time. They waste our dopamine levels. And if you aren't applying these things to your life, then they're a waste. The next steps are find the bad habits and the good habits that you want to adopt in your life. So find the bad habits that you already have and be completely honest with yourself, because your habits, like I said, your bad addictions will argue for you. You'll think, fuck, I just need to do this one more time. I just need to do this a little bit just to feel good. I just need to go on my phone and see who texted me. But you don't. You really don't. And for the good habits, first off, I highly recommend doing things that better your mental health. Like I said, gratitude, journaling, meditation, staying off of social media, learning about mental health. I think that's one thing that if you're going to watch any YouTube video, please learn about mental health, because bettering your mental health will better every single other aspect of your life. Because imagine if you weren't anxious. Like, it'd be so easy to achieve your goals if you had no anxiety. If you didn't care what anyone thought about you, you'd be fucking limitless. You'd be able to achieve your full potential. But what happens when we go hit the gym the first time? We get anxious. What happens when we go study for our test? We get anxious. When we do anything hard, we feel that anxiety come up, and then instantly we grab our phone. But if you can better your mental health, control your anxiety, then you'll notice that shit, I can actually do the things that I want to. I can actually build the good habits that I want to, and push myself towards my goals. And that's another thing. Find your goals. And once you find your goals, find the habits that will push you towards that goal. Because habits are doing the same thing every single day, no matter what. So if you do the same thing every fucking day, no matter what, that'll either get you to where you want to be to achieve your goals, or exactly the place where you don't want to be. Because, like I said, doing that instant gratification is going to push you further away from that self-love, happiness, push you further away from your goals. It's going to waste your time. Whereas the good habits, maybe they don't feel so good in the moment, but in the long run, they're going to push you towards your goals. And habits are just natural. If you know anything about the subconscious mind, my next video is going to be about the subconscious mind. I'll link it in the description below. But if you know anything about the subconscious mind, 95% of our day is run by our subconscious, and our subconscious mind is our habits and our beliefs. So if we're doing the same habits every single day, then 95% of the day we're carrying out the same habits. So every day we're pushing ourselves towards our goals, and it just is natural. It's instinctive. And one more thing I want to mention is make a daily routine, because this becomes one giant habit. I was telling my boy Daniel this earlier, like he didn't feel motivated. Sorry for calling you out, Daniel. He didn't feel motivated to do his homework. No one feels motivated to do their homework. But I said, what if you blocked out a chunk of your day? What if you blocked out like 4 to 5 p.m. and focused on studying, and you focused on your schoolwork? No matter what, you didn't touch your phone, you didn't touch your PC, you didn't do anything. Maybe the first couple of days, like, yeah, it's not going to be the most fun. But once this is a habit, once you create this routine for yourself, then every single day at 4 to 5, you'll naturally turn off your phone. You'll naturally whip out your notebook, your computer. You'll start doing your homework, and you'll just get in that flow state. And if you can I recommend starting with a morning and a nightly routine, because yeah, our days kind of are always different. But if you can start your day off right, end your day off right, and then slowly just kind of create an entire daily routine, just kind of spread it out more and more, and connect the morning and nightly routine, then your entire day becomes a habit, and you can push yourself towards your goals, and you can delay your gratification so much easier. But please start small. Like I said, start with that morning and nightly routine, or just start with the morning routine, or just start with a nightly routine. And honestly, with anything, any sort of instant gratification that you're trying to get rid of, any sort of delayed gratification you're trying to adopt, start small. If you're trying to create an entire daily routine, keep some of the instant gratification habits in your daily routine. And it might sound kind of stupid to do that if you're trying to get into this lifestyle, but if you don't, you're going to give up. You're going to think it's too hard. It's not going to stick. We want this to be sustainable. We want this to be a lifestyle. We want to do this for the rest of our lives. So don't rush it. Stay consistent with it. Start small. You'll get better over time. And yeah, that's the video. This is going to be the longest video I ever recorded. So seriously, if you watch this far, I'm so grateful for you. And please leave a comment below, because I really want to connect with you more. But I'm going to just run through these practical steps one more time. Have fun. You're a fucking video game character. Level yourself up. Eventually, once you get past that skill curve, that enjoyment curve, it'll start to be fucking fun. Get off of social media. Shit's horrible for your mental health. Horrible for comparing yourself to others. Just horrible in general. Waste of your time, waste of your dopamine stores. You're not going to feel motivated to do anything else throughout your day. It's just not worth it. That's the first instant gratification activity. Bad habits that I highly recommend you get rid of. Find the bad habits that you want to get rid of. Find the good habits that you want to adopt. Push yourself towards your goals. Find the goals that you want to achieve. Find the habits that'll push you towards your goals. Make a daily routine if you want to, nightly or morning. Start small. Keep some of the instant gratification activities. You will notice that it is a lot more sustainable if you don't just jump straight into this like I did when I first started. And lastly, just learn about mental health. Learn how to better your mental health, and please put in the work to better your mental health. I highly recommend spending, like I said, start small, but I highly recommend getting to the point where you're spending an hour a day at the very least to dedicate it to better your mental health, dedicated to meditation, journaling, observing your thoughts, observing your negative beliefs, your negative self-talk, breaking that cycle, and just being a more positive person, more optimistic person will help you in every aspect of life. But that doesn't come easily, and it's unfortunate that it doesn't come easily. It's unfortunate that naturally we think negatively and we naturally have shitty mental health. But the thing is, like, it's kind of cool that we could put in the work to better ourselves. Eventually, you'll start to see the results. Just stay with it. Start small. You'll get better over time. It's about the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys truly take action on this video. And if you watch this, like, it's been recording for 33 minutes. I'm probably gonna trim a few things out, but you're obviously already in this dopamine detox lifestyle. If you watch this far, I'm gonna be honest, there's no reason for you to even be watching this video. Get off of YouTube right now and go do some hard work. Nah, actually, crop that part out, baby.